don't know about you, but I am fascinated by the TED Talks. And Greg Gage recently released a TED Talk in March of 2015 about how somebody's brain can move another person's arm. So he hooked up a volunteer, a female's arm, to some equipment that looked like an electroencephalograph. And then he had a male volunteer come up, and her movements of her arm and her brain signals moved another man's arm when he hooked up the electroencephalograph sticky pads to another person's arm. So I think this is fascinating. All the scientists pretty much agree that we all have 86 billion neurons. Now, the heart is only as big as 2 human fists, a little bigger than that, but it uses 20% of the oxygen of the body. Yes, a full 1/5 of the blood flow goes into the brain. Another TED Talk that I just loved from 2013 was Dr. Daniel Amen. And he talks all about how he's learned so much from doing 83,000 brain scans over the Amen clinics all over the United States. By 2013, he had over 83,000 brain scans, and he talks about how psychiatrists are the only medicine that doesn't use imaging, that people come in, they diagnose and prescribe and give a pill. And we all know about the overuse of antidepressants, and he's described 5 different types of anxiety, 5 different types of depression according to his brain studies. And he's saying that psychiatrists are just shooting in the dark. And we all know that there are more and more psychotropic medications described. 1 in 5 Americans is now on an antidepressant, but the incidence of depression is on the rise. It's not falling, even with all these extra medications on board. So I'm going to say you're ahead of the game if you don't even start an antidepressant, and if you try a more natural and organic way to help your brain. Dr. Amen and many nutritionists are all about how important it is to eat your green vegetables, how important it is to get high quality protein, stay away from the white sugar, stay away from the white flour, lower your carbs, increase your fiber, and have a good nutritional breakfast for your brain health. It's not just for your overall physical health. So another interesting thing that Dr. Amen really talks about with his brain scans is suggesting that each and every one of us only take in 2 to 3 alcoholic beverages a week. Yes, he very specifically says if your doctor tells you to have 1 or 2 glasses of red wine a night, your doctor is a lush. So there are other ways to get the resveratrol. And what I'm saying and what other people are saying is that aerobic exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes, that brisk walk, there have been studies showing that was just as effective as taking Zoloft. So there are other more natural and organic ways for a healthier brain to decrease our stress, to decrease our anxiety, to decrease our depression. We already know that getting out in the natural sunlight is also a way to decrease our depression and increase our overall psychological well-being. So I am going to encourage you to get outside. I am going to encourage you to eat healthier and healthier. I've been trying for the past several months to eat 7 cups of my fresh greens every day. I try to pick them and eat them within minutes to hours. It is a challenge. That's why I'm really into the raw green smoothies. So there are many ways for all of us to lead a healthier lifestyle. Stick with me. I'll be prodding you each week to have better habits. Thank you again for being part of this community and working on your own self-actualization.